Hello, generic gamers. How's everyone doing? We are back with more Factorio Krastorio 2. I did some work on our Maraxsis build, and we will go over what we've done. We've completed all of our science really there, and we don't really need to keep the planet running because there's nothing that it needs regularly, except for maybe a couple things. But we'll look at that in a bit as it stands. Let's get into it and take a look at what we're going to do before we get on to our Promethean science. All right, so first off, I had to come to Pelagos. We need to get our Pelagos fixed and going again. We ran out of iron here, so we're using the drones to ship iron from over here. Shipping iron out, and shipping drones over to ship the drones so that we can ship iron back. Let's see, none of these have any iron coming for whatever reason. I haven't quite figured out how to tell make sure the drones are working, but we're getting iron in, so it seems to be functional. We just need it because we need decon science for our Promethean tech cards, which is the last of our Maraxsis science. The two things that we can do is an infinite glass productivity, which just does what it says, gives us more glass. And the other, let me change the info. The other thing is we have cargo landing pad capacity, which is kind of funny that like the super one from Rubia is giving us one additional one. Maraxsis just gives us an infinitely scaling amount of cargo landing pads that we can put on planets. So we're just finishing this up so we can get to our Promethean tech, and then we'll build a Promethium ship and get all that going. So let's head over to Maraxsis and I'll show you what we did. We might put our contacts in halfway through this stream tonight. I need to glasses here. Can't see. It's not any better. That is arguably worse. Give me 1 second. Okay. Great. All right, so let's go to. I really want to know when. Okay, hang on. This is waiting for drones to get dropped off. It's happening now, and as soon as this gets to 5, it should ship off a bunch of iron. There we go. Why did you not ship off iron? You just shipped off drones? I'm not. The drone system is so weird. Not quite sure what's going on there. Like, I feel like you should be picking up iron for me. Or maybe we don't need to request drones. Maybe that's just not the way that works. Maybe this just automatically picks up drones. Ah, I see. I think that might be it. Yeah, maybe you just naturally get drones dropped off when it needs them. Maybe that's how that works. There's not a really good tutorial on how the drones work, so it's a little confusing. But we'll let that run. Hopefully we'll be fine. Alright, let's go to Maraxsis. We'll show what we did over on Maraxsis. Oh, fun fact. We can just ride our submarine anywhere. Which I think is kind of funny. Air sub. I was using it. It's kind of like a better version of a... I think it's just because all the sub is I think it's a reskin Spidertron. So it doesn't quite understand. Alright. We have our diving gear, so we don't need to be in the sub anymore. Alright, so we have two different things that we're doing here. So we were making our fish food. This has been working well, fish food. We expanded out our fish farm. So we got a bunch of fish. These are just here for the logistics network on them. So we make a bunch of fish. Oh, those aren't in the logistics network. Hang on. Wait, what? Those should absolutely be in the logistics network. Oh, is that not? Ah. There, now those should kick into the logistics network, and this one should finally function. There we go. Okay. So we make our fish food. One of the things we did is we set up a couple sub automations. There's this one. This one goes to the first stop, picks up carbon fiber. Then it goes to the second stop, picks up actually the one that we can probably do is this one. This one is off running somewhere. I think it's down below. It goes, picks up fiber, carbon fiber. When it has 100 carbon fiber, it goes and picks up some iron. Then it goes and goes down below. Goes to here, drops down. Then it goes to... Oh, wait, we're out? Why are we out? Again, hang on. What is going on? Oh, right. We're not getting enough water because we have too much salt? No, we have too much... Oh. Oh, you're flooded. Oh, we need to bring in... Ah. We do need to start setting up a atmosphere shipping. This is easy to fix, though. Do. Well, I'll make a change to this as soon as we get a chance. We're gonna do a specific atmosphere shipping setup once in a second here. That'll be the first thing we do is get frozen atmosphere working. Do. Okay. So it goes down there once it has enough carbon fiber. Oops. And then once down here, you're still don't have enough. Yeah, let's figure out why we're not getting enough. Still low fluid input, low amount of water. Okay, because these are not running because we're still full on salt. Oh, it's because this needs to be tied to that machine, not the total amount of salt. We have to start recycling salt, upcycling some salt, which we have prep to do over here. But if this stops running, we stop getting water, and if we stop getting water, we just a pain. So anyway, this waits until it has 100 carbon fiber, and we get carbon fiber when this fails. Sometimes it kicks out a carbon fiber instead of one of our filters. And then when we have that carbon fiber, when you have 100 carbon fiber, it goes down below the ocean, down into the trench, and brings it to here, drops it off here. And then once it's dropped it off, it feeds it into this box. This box then makes new filters, puts them into this box. Once its inventory is empty, it goes to this one to pick up carbon filters, and then it brings them back topside. Ugh. And then it goes up to over here, drops them off here, and then starts the cycle all over again. And then we have one that's doing science. I think it's probably down below at the moment. We can hop in and let it and watch it run the science. It is currently hanging out here. Why are you... Oh, you need salt. Let me just bring you a bunch of salt. We have a ton of salt. I should add salt pickup into this as well, actually, now that I think about it. So let's do that. Let's add salt. Let's add a salt pickup. That needs what? Green inserters and tungsten beams. All right. So I can actually show you this here. So let's go to this one. Oops. Oh wait, you're stuck down there because you can't go to that one without having first. Let's go to that one. Let's hop in that sub. Oh, nope. Hop in the sub. God damn it, it's so fast. I've made these subs very fast. Alright, that's not what's supposed to happen. Okay. Let me put it on manual. So, it comes here. Oh. Here. Let's do this. Let's get out of the sub, we'll put it on manual, and then we'll just go and show how this thing works. Do I have any of those on me? Yes, I do. They're right there. Okay. Let's go there. Let's go there. Oh, wow, we are very full on fish food. Okay, so I want to add one here. That goes to that spot. Okay. So now, let me go. This is going to be item count. Salt equals 1,000. Salt. We're gonna have to add a new one here, actually. So 5. So we'll do all of this, and then we'll stop here because we're gonna have to change this one. All right, so automatic. Start at 1. It goes here, picks it up until we're at 1,000 of that. Then as soon as we're out there, it goes to where we've got the second, picking up those until we have 1,000 of our worm confinement cells. We should probably do change this so that it doesn't take quite so long. Now it's going to go pick up some salt, picked up some salt. Now it's going to go submerge. And actually once it submerges, we need to make some changes here. So originally it was just going here and dumping off this, but what I need to do is change this to be a strong box, and then this should be used filter worm confinement. And this should be fish food. Wait, is it fish food? Yeah, fish food. And then that'll feed those into that, and that go there. And then once, what we'll do is we'll say, we'll add a second one at this one, the same spot, so that it's item count. That is equal to 0. And item count. Confinement cells are equal to 0. Then it will come here. Actually, then we need to add another one. We need to go. Oh. Make sure this is filters salt. So then we go. Trying to make it so we don't jump around. All right, so in our inventory we have Oh, that should have been 1,000. So we're actually going to hop in here and fix that because we didn't get to 1,000. Okay. So we're just going to say go up, but now we're going to jump to this step, back to step number 3. So it's going to pick up 1,000 salt. I thought that went a little fast. I was like, why did that go so fast? Okay. Now we submerge. Now we're going to go to where the salt is and dump out all of our salt until the salt is equal to 0. Going here, it's doing both of these. This way, it does both. If one of them is done, then it'll go. Essentially, it will come to the same place twice. Now it's coming here, and it's waiting for 5 seconds of inactivity. So all this is doing now is waiting for our. God damn it! Nah, landed on my glasses. It's been so buggy here. It's never buggy here in the summer. Apparently, Los Angeles is supposed to have a mosquito invasion this summer, and I'm like, that's awful. So it's going to hang out here until we have only 5 seconds of inactivity. So basically, we're going to run through what we brought down to it. Which should be everything, considering we brought down enough to make these, and then this. I'm not sure if we will run out of this. We'll have to see. And then as soon as we are out of all of the items that were used to make, it'll come up. We can make this go quicker. We'll assume we had inactivity. It jumps to this step, comes to 9, then it flies over to this and just empties it out into this storage. So essentially, once this is full, this machine won't go anywhere. It'll just hang out here, and it'll only start this again when we need more science, because it can't ever empty its inventory. So we have a submarine that's going around and making our science. This should work. All we need to do is make sure that we are exiting or dealing with our excess salt. We're already dealing with our excess limestone and our excess spoilage. The excess limestone gets turned into calcite if we need it. Otherwise, it's going through a upcycler to try to get a little bit of our stuff. We have our new conduits, which allow us to put productivity modules in it. So these have gone from 25 to 42. So we're getting higher rates than we would normally get out of our little recycler stack here. And we're going to do the same thing over here for the salt, but make it even bigger. Or over here for the salt. So we need to just build that out real quick. Nope, not the full one, just this. I think if we go there for salt, this is going to be harder than the other one. And then we can get... Oh, wait. Aw. Oh, we just have to do it like this. Okay. Salt. And then I think what we're going to do instead is turn these around. We need to get some green inserters, it looks like. Oh, you know what we'll do? We'll make it like this, so we only have to do a double split. Okay. Then this needs oxygen or atmosphere. Let's move that up one. Okay. And then this. Okay. Oh, that doesn't have power. We need to go grab green inserters first. So let's just go here. Oh, personal logistics on? Yeah, okay, great. Give me my thingies. Gotta go grab more quality modules. Thank you. And then we take those quality modules and we finish up our qualitying. And then, so I'd like to point out, so these are at 24.48. We go like this. So those don't reach all the way across. Okay. Sure. Those don't get anywhere, don't hit any solids. You have to make sure because they're so huge. Okay, this needs to move over one. So we don't want it to accidentally make this a higher quality. Right, those are all in the wrong spot by one. What? I guess they're just... weird. All right, so we see that they are 24.8. Now they're at 42.8. So we're actually, they're a little slower, but it should be fine. We just need 4 more. because we don't really care about how fast that's doing it. It's just that one is not trying to rip through as much because that's going to be slower because salt is not a base. It's not like a 0.03 recycle. It is a faster recycle. Yay, this is still going. We're next batch of these, and we'll be, I think, unless we're out of a different kind of card now. All right, and then we have a splitter. Then we go. Then we need a... Now that should do that. This is gonna, obviously, it's gonna slow down because these are a lot slower to recycle. Like we can see, these take 10 times as long to recycle as the other ones. But that's okay. Yeah, you can't and take all that. Now this guy will go and run. Also, we just have so much plastic. Just have to do this with one of these, and this should be tied to that. Do while plastic is greater than 40k, I think is the number of plastic. I also don't know why I ended up with so much of this in my inventory. I picked up a whole bunch of random crap from something somehow. Saturated salt filter goes here. Regular salt filter can get dumped into this. Get rid of that and that. Take this. We will just drop this guy right here. Okay, requires super sealant for parts as well on this one. I need a conduit. What's up, Wolf? How you doing? I have more conduits, or did I? Oh, I must have. Spacecraft. I saw that. Somebody else was playing it the other day. Are you enjoying it? And the only other thing that we really could do here and should do is set up some rare metals, but I'm lazy and I don't feel like doing it. So we're gonna just ignore it for a bit, because the only thing that's using rare metals is the Yeah, so we've run out of something else. Oh, it might be. We might have run out of this kind of science down there. Is that the one on? Is that on Steam? If I go back to another factory game though that I haven't played all the way through, it's either going to be Alchemy Factory or uh, Star Rupture, because those are still getting content. Spacecraft. This looks interesting. Well, if I'm not. I see. I think I would. The one I'm waiting for that's like. I mean, I want. Uh, if I'm gonna, I'm kind of waiting for my next No Man's Sky for it to be. I want Hello Games' next game, Light No Fire. That looks like it'll be interesting. Okay, so let's just put this conduit here. Alright. Okay. Just pull a. It's here. Then. That's a little lame. Probably do it if we go. Yeah, it looks like it could be cool. Is this the one also that's got the like salvage companies and you can start your own salvage company and invite other people to join your salvage company? This might just be easier to do without any beacons. 2 1.6, there we go. Yeah. I think I was watching Bacon Dragon. I think we rated Bacon Dragon while he was playing this at one point. Alright, and then I don't really think we care too much about this. This should be add this stuff. He had a beta key. He shared one with me. I just never got around to playing it for an open beta. Well, we're not actually making this hardened substance here, are we? Alright, I know how to fix this. I mean, I really don't care. We're never going to launch a rocket here, so it doesn't really matter. Sweet. Okay, so at least this is doing its thing. Yeah, and then we can say this. We can go... this should actually be... Oh, what we can do with this is we can make this a... Instead, we make it a giant green box. Maybe we'll try it tomorrow, Wolf. Maybe we can take a look at it and see how it feels. I mean, I got 2 straight days of gaming starting tomorrow, so. All right, what are we missing? Oh, Explo science. We're not getting any exploration science. Why are we not getting exploration science? What is wrong with our? What's wrong with the Toplanation? Are we still requesting it? Did we? Yeah. Uh, what the heck? Why are we not dropping off exploration tech cards? They look different. I mean, I wonder if something got changed. I updated all of my mods the other day. Oh, okay, you just have to add a wait condition. You just weren't dumping it off because you weren't picking anything up from Novice, I guess. Okay, that'll at least give you the opportunity to drop it off. Now this should get fold. Great. Now that's going to go, and we'll get Promethium tech cards, and that'll be where we are at. We will take a moment to try to probably make ourselves a... Well, do we need to make our bug factory? We want to. We just don't know if we're going to do that right now. All right. I'm fairly certain We are Promethium productivity, infinite science tech. All right. Once this is done, we've kind of gotten at the place now. Interesting. Why would I need to do that? Other than just because I can. We have not paved enough of Novice. We just never bothered to do it. And we're here. Okay, so what we're gonna need to do, gonna have to set up a ship for this. I wish 5 was here. I told 5 that we would build this ship tomorrow. We might just take a break and play something, and then do some of this tomorrow. But I kind of want to get it started. I don't know how I want to do this time around. Great. Promethium Science Time. We need to make some deep sea research things, though. I need to figure out exactly how these work. How they're used in this. I really want to make legendary ones of these, even though there's no use for it. 10 gigawatts of power. Okay. So we can't do any of these because these all require Promethean science, and we don't have any Promethean science, and we don't have a ship for it at the moment. This is going to take 5 million, so we're going to have to do this a ton. Maybe this, we'll try to collect as much. I think tomorrow night during Sleepy Stream, maybe we just leave this running while I'm sleeping in the background, and see how much Promethean science we can gather overnight. Set up all of our sciences to just stockpile as much as possible, and then just slam, because I can't run all of these. I run just these ones up here because this is just way too much science. This here is a huge, like, just pick something. Oh, let's get the plutonium earring done too. But let's just do like this. This here is using 20 per second on just that. So if we're like 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, we'd be at 100 per second on science. That would be insane. We would have to basically stockpile a bajillion of it. We also have this new thing where we can take our research vessels and cram all these cards into it. I think this made more sense when it was when the science packs were little vials that we were putting them into these containers. Now we're shoving tech cards into pressurized containers. Doesn't make a ton of sense. All right. What do we do? Do we do a Promethean Science Center? Do we try to get some Promethean Science? Basically, we have to make this ship, or rather, we want to make this ship, but like 3 times as wide. We want to make one of these. Let me grab, actually, let's do that. Let's make that, I want to make it over fucking, we have one of them in space already. It's essentially another one of these. Now, a question I have is, can we do... Yes. Well, sort of. But we can fit 2 chunks into one wooden chest instead of one stack of one. That's so silly. So what we need to do is bring... shit ton of it back. Okay. So we don't have anything that we can research at the moment. Let's go do this. Let's go grab 300 plutonium-239. I mean, it won't matter, but it's still a research we have to do. Is this one 239? Yeah. I only needed 2 of those. Jesus, we have a lot of it. All right. Where were we going? We were going to... Is this working? No. So, that's sort of the thing here, right? Is that I'm not getting... If I don't request ships here... You should now get one. And when we get one, does it ship you back to there? Because what was happening was I was getting them, but they were all just like re-delivering them to each other. Okay, so now that's getting one as well. Yeah, now it looks like it wants to deliver it from itself. And that worked. If we add a second one. So we have to ship back these so we can get more of those in, so we can get more ethanol in. And then that took out some of that. Now it wants 3 of them. I'm not quite sure how these work, is the question. Maybe we don't request them from here. Maybe we don't request them on this. So it wants a fourth one. Like, the shipment to this works fine. It's the shipping of this out that I'm having a tough time with. Like, why do these not get their shipments in? Should it just be 200? Would that work better? These are now totally empty. Like, I know you can get 1,000 on a plane, on a single plane. Yeah, see, it's trying to deliver it from here. I don't want that delivery from there. Part of me says just make this a cargo ship, but I don't want to make a cargo ship that makes this long of a run. Plus, it's a pain to get that cargo ship over there. I have to figure out where to put it. Like, this one's working fine. Oh, did you just take off, or did you... No, you're trying to deliver... Wait, did we deliver... Did we take off with some iron? Is one of these getting iron from somewhere? No. Like, I'm not quite sure why this doesn't work. Because this one works. This one is just constantly getting its barrels. But this one doesn't seem to want to get... Oh, okay. Well, wait a sec. Hundreds of making rail signals. Love it. I mean, you can never have too many rail signals. Yeah, like if these don't request that, then is this going to take off? So do I not need to request the drones? Will it just bring me drones? Yeah, see, it keeps trying to get that to deliver from there. I don't want it to deliver from its own. What if I do this? Do these count as buffer chests, maybe? Also acts as a logistics buffer chest. Okay. Do not request from buffer chests. I think I need to go grab another drone. Just do this, actually. Oh, you. Yeah, it's this that I don't want requesting from buffer chests. Or, yes, because I'm trying to make it so that these don't. It just doesn't make any sense. I just don't want to make it a boat because the boats are so slow. And where would I drop it off? Is this one, I guess, is not doing anything. But I'd have to have it drop off in a weird spot. I guess we can do this, right? Yeah. Alright, let's just do it with a boat then. I think we have a cargo boat here. Cargo ship. I want 50. Okay, let's just see if, let's just, maybe we can make this work. I'm not a huge fan of having to do it this way, but, right, and these are not actually in the, grab a bunch of those. Right. Now, if we want to get there, it's just a really long boat ride. Tried to get funny or cute and do this, but it doesn't seem, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, so we'll just make this a, like this, and at least flatten that out, and maybe we can get this to be like this. Let's see, get a boat, get a, about the I think we could do it here if we just cut out all that extra space. Right? Well, I actually think we could just do it here. That might be better. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it right there. trying to limit the number of fish that I pick up while I do this. Still getting a bunch, but oh, I forgot you could do that. All right, fish back in the water. Love it. Great. Okay. Now, oh, we have to get a dock, and then we can just change the whole run to be. Now, I thought these had a grid. I guess they don't. Which one has a grid? Because I did notice that there was a boat engine item. Isn't there? Maybe it's not in this mod anywhere. Where did I see a boat engine at one point? Huh. Oh, I think I saw it on my... You know what? Actually, I wonder if I could just... Could I just cheat this way? Because the submarines are like flying Spidertrons. And I'm pretty sure if I just set this to do a... What if we just went... Oh, God. Yeah, I think we'll just do this with like this. Because it's sillier. It's kind of silly, and it's kind of funny. Alright, so... How do we do this? They go... Oh, right. So that does need to be... Okay, so that's the ethanol, that's a barrel emptier. So this should go... Actually, we can move this all a little bit, I guess. Because this doesn't have to be here anymore. Ooh. This one is... Let's go get one of our... Won't let you just hold it. This is how I did the fish yeet, too, as I just went to Pelagos and was like, cool, we'll just go grab a bunch of fish and then yeet them all on, Yeah, because like, if I do that, I can move it around. I guess I can run with it. Okay. Let's go to Maraxsis and get one of our subs. We'll also fuel it up because I don't think it'll ever need to have more fuel than what we're giving it here. Just give it a whole... We'll take all that because that's going to be so much fuel. Okay, now we go... Now we have to go to... Hub. Oh. Why do we not have enough power here? What ran out of power? Do we have another power source on here other than... Yeah, where are they? It's that, but interesting. We actually ran light on power on Maraxsis on there for a minute. What drew so much power? These furnaces is drawing a bunch. I guess it's just because it's nighttime? It's okay. The first thing we do is do singularity power, and then we won't have any power problems ever again. Let's take that one out. Can't be built in, pressure's too low. Oh, I wonder if I can't do this. Like if I go and then get out of it, it will let it live on there. Do I want to do that exploit? I don't think I do. That feels cheaty. That feels like just a broken. Alright. We'll go back to doing it with a ship. We can fly around in the sub. It'd be great to have blimps. I want blimps. That's really what I want here. Wait, what if I request iron here? What happens? Nothing. I really want to figure out how to get this to work with drones. It feels like it should. Okay. It really feels like I should be able to get this done with drones. So let's try it again. We have a drone request, long-range delivery drone. Request depot. Okay, so let's request. You know what? Let's just request 20 drones. And then here we'll request 100 ethanol. What's really funny though is that we have this here. That just has trees on it. We don't have any. Oh wait, there is a. No, there's not an oil patch here. Then let's go. This guy, we put this one. First we do this here. With this, with this here. Then we're going to put this here. Use one of the crane picker-uppers and go like that. Then we're going to do one of these and go like that. That one there. That goes like that. Like that. And that goes like that. And then we can go Does this work? Did we finally get this functioning? Looks like we might have gotten it working. Okay, cool. I think we just had to rebuild it and do it a slightly different way. But now it looks like this is functioning. And we're getting deliveries from both sides. Cool. Excellent. That's fixed. Off to Rubia. Hi, Rubia. Okay, all the Rubia Yeet recipes are done. Now it's all just the Promethium Science stuff. Although I think we will get some of that done. some of that done. Alright. Did we get our new ship up? The harvester. Yes, we did. Okay. Kill that, kill that, kill that, kill that. Now let's take this entire ship. Design. Well, we might rebuild this. Copy that. Go to the harvester. Go there. You don't need that assigned to you. Get rid of that. Alright, we build a ship. I have to look up Elon's tutorial for how to control the speed of a ship, because we definitely can't go... Hello, Ephraim. How are you? Welcome to the stream. We're currently working on getting a Promethium Science ship up and running on this build. The wing in the ship, these things on the side, that's part of the Krastorio mod. It adds a heat mechanic to your spaceships where all of your buildings generate heat when they're being used, and you have to run heat pipes out to radiators to radiate out the heat. Otherwise your buildings overheat. So the front end of my ship is using the radiators because it doesn't really generate too much heat. The back end of the ship uses high-end fluoroketone radiators to cool the engines, because the engines put out a lot of heat. So this side is just, the back end is just basically dealing with the engines, and these radiators at the sides are dissipating the heat from the machines. Yes, that's what this is. This is a closed loop pump where we are using, once you get to the last level of radiator, you can feed fluoroketone into it and it comes back out hot, and then we cool it back down in the cryo plant. And there's no loss of fluid. So this is like super late game. You can, although it doesn't really, it's not super effective, because that power, you'd only be generating power when you were moving, because you're only really generating a lot of heat when you're moving. What we have on this, we got from Corundum, is the way that we're generating power now is using a recipe that lets me burn, I can just burn fuel with water to create steam. And then the steam just powers my turbines. So I don't have to use a separate power source. I can just burn fuel to make steam. What do you mean by a heat pump, Wolf? Then... No, I don't think that there's a building that would let me do that. I mean, technically these output a lot of heat. They take all the heat from this and output a hot liquid, and then this was making the hot liquid cold. So, I mean, it's just, this is just a radiator loop, though. You could. However, you could dump all of your heat into like a heat exchanger, and then heat water with the heat exchanger to make steam, to make power, to do something else. But I don't know a way of outputting a cold, which I guess technically then you would output steam. Like these do put out these advanced condenser turbines put out a colder steam that you then have to recondense into water. We just don't use the heat from the ship because, like I said, it only really generates heat when you're, yeah. Yeah, there's as far as I know, there's no building in here that converts electricity. Like you need to still burn electricity to do. You would need some sort of energy usage to generate the heat in the first place. And there's no what are they called? There are no what's that one that has a hot side and a cold side when you put power through it? They are, but they only make heat when they're running. So I'm not making any. I'm not. They're not running when the ship isn't doing anything. And they make very little heat. Like, we'll just take a trip out to Aquilo. Like, first off, my I have so much of a backlog. These engines will make a bunch of heat. We can see the heat on the bottom right. Because they make enough, because you still need to radiate heat. They don't radiate heat themselves. Right? So if I was to take off this building will just keep getting hotter and hotter. Every time it does an action, the heat goes up, and it doesn't radiate unless you have a radiator, unless you have a heat pipe and something attached to it. But it's not a lot of heat. So these just then send the heat out to the radiators, and the radiators essentially function as buildings where they are using heat as a resource. It's not, there's not a real thermal system going on here. It's just heat turns into, like, you can kind of see it here. Heat gets used as a resource. Oh, what's going on? Oh, well. Why did we run into, what happened there? Did we run out of something while we were not paying any attention? Or did it just, because I know the ship was busted there for a minute. No, okay. Did something break on my ship? Let's do that run again, just see what happens. See if that was just a fluke. One of the problems is, oh, you know what it is? This ship is too fast to go to Aquilo. No. There is no, it still follows the same heat mechanics as everything else in Factorio. So your heat doesn't, there's no way of pushing heat in a specific direction, right? Heat is just always going to dissipate evenly across an entire heated system in this. So there's not really a way to, yeah, I see. We just moved too fast to fly through to fly this. Yeah, it uses the same setup as like Aquilo, right? When you put something on Aquilo, it slowly creeps the heat across things and then it slowly creeps it back. So it's not like the problem would be I would have to you might be able to centralize all your heat and push everything towards the center, but it would still always be the hottest near the machines. And by the time that heated up, your heat machines would be too hot to do anything useful because because machines heat up pretty damn fast, um, or become useless pretty damn fast. Like these guys, they stop working at 150 degrees Celsius, which is too cold to be doing anything useful. With the heat in Factorio. Or it's right at the cusp of where things actually get hot enough to run like a boiler or something. Isolate the input temperature from the output temperature. Except there's no way to isolate temperatures in Factorio, as far as I know. Like no matter what, if I'd have to use heat pipes to get it to go somewhere. And that machine radiates out heat no matter what. In all directions. Oh, yeah. I guess. I know that the guy said that he's redoing the entire way that it functions. If you want to look at the mod, it's actually the mod. It's used in the Factory Must Grow. Which mod is it? It is. Let me link it. Find it. Uh, it's this one. This is the one that K2 uses, but it uses yeah, that's the one it uses. So it's he's talked about wanting to redo the whole back end of it, but I don't know. Well, yeah, perhaps. I mean, the keeping the ship cool once you've got liquid cooling is trivial anyway. It's just the engines, and really, then it's just taking a quick break in between. I've only ever had engines break when I was still trying to figure out the mechanics. Um, the issue we have with this ship is we were using the platinum thrusters. So I don't know if you saw how fast we were going. This ship cannot. I need to put a fuel. We need to put some fuel pump, some speed regulators on this ship because it goes very fast. And that's too fast for my amount of guns on this ship currently to keep up with I'll be curious to see how much heat we actually generate on a long trip out to the shattered planet. All right. Let me just go back to Novice. I just want you to go to Novice and hang out at Novice because that's where I want you to be. All right. So we were working on this ship. We got to grab some stuff for it. So let's just take a quick screen grab of this, open an image editor. There we go. So now I know what to bring over to here to grab it. Don't think we're gonna do platinum thrusters. We'll just do the regular thrusters for this one because we are gonna have to slow it down anyway. And they are better fuel, more fuel efficient. I think we can do, okay. Let's go to Maluna. Actually, what we should just do is get it its, oops. Oh, we can just go to here. We have the upcyclers going, although I think we're going to turn them all off. So we can do all this on Luna now. Easiest way to turn them off is to just get rid of all of that. Okay. Then we'll just go bloop, 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 blurp. So we'll just tear this all out. Doing some cleanup because we don't need any of our old upcyclers anymore. Now that Maluna can do pretty much everything. And we'll go move all of this production to Maluna. This one too. Let's head to Maluna. We're gonna set up our little. Let's right down here. We're also gonna set up our recycler. Cool. Do I have a red one of those? A red box? I must have one. Oh. Okay. Just want to start crushing down any of this shit that's not. Let's put away all of our legendary resources. I don't have that being made yet. Legendary uranium. That's one we'll have to do. Alright, I think it's inventory cleanup time real quick. Where are my... Perfect. 5. Oh, no, it's only 9. 5, 6. 9. Let me go grab for those. I think we have a few more of those. Oh no, what do we need? We need glass, okay? Apparently there is salvage, I just haven't found any yet. Salvage for what? Oh. Oh, in that game. Yes. Yes. I might hop onto that in a bit. I might check it out. Maybe we'll start at midnight, my time. My streamathon, my streamiversary should start. Maybe we'll hop on for that there. Oh, we need super sealant. Oops, not there. The only thing we don't have is the glass to make this. Make legendary conduits. Not that we need them. I mean, it would be nice. You can salvage together and you can all work for the same company. You can create a company charter. At least in the beta, you were able to create a company charter and invite other players to join the company, and then you would your salvage went into the company account, and then you could you had basically like a company. Your company would earn money. Okay. Cool. I think that can just be a get out chest. It doesn't even need to be anything fancy, but we'll leave it like that so we can just collect from it later. There, there, there. There, there, there. There, 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 there. Okay. Now let's just set up a... This is the ship section, right? Yep. Okay. Crushers, grabbers. Crusher tier 2s. Then this one should be asteroid grabbers. Oh, we should probably break those down because we don't need epic crushers. Those and those and those. Okay. I guess we can put one of these in here. It would come in from the other world, that's for sure. Pump jacks. Do we have pump jacks in here already yet? No. Let's just smash out these other pump jacks. All of those epic crushers. I guess we do need those because they need to be... Need them for... crafting the other ones. Oh, no, no, no. It's, we don't need that for those, I don't think. I'm trying to remember what we need for the tier 2 crusher, the crusher 2s. I think it's steam crushers that we need. I'm just trying to clean up my inventory a bit. Uh, Regular oversized steam turbine there. Okay. Pumps and steel pumps as... Yes. Atmospheric condensers. Yep. We do not have one for... that. Let's go back to novice. Really, we're just this is sort of a cleanup day. You know, we've just gotten so deep into a lot of our builds that legendary substations, I don't need those. Those need to go back into storage. All right. Inventory is fairly cleaned up. Let's grab these. And then we can go and continue with what we were working on Maluna. All right, you, sir. You need half a stack of those. Let's grab a stack of these. Let's grab a stack of these. Whatever that is, that we will not be using those. Okay, let's go and get you set up there. $19 of these. Then we need that. Oops. Deliver cargo to that. Oh, wrong one. Oh. Oh, yeah, great. That just did it because that was what needed to go up there. Cool. Where are... No, I grabbed crushers, right? Or did I already send them up? There they are. Okay. Let's get you the engines and the storages too. Can I? Alright, hang on a second. It's the same thing. Can I have two of these on a space station too? Or only on a planet? And we have a research that gives us additional ones, but I'm curious if this'll... If I can put a second one up there, there might be a use case for that when doing Promethium. You just give me one green one. Six. Oh, really? We should do it on that one. Hey, thank you. All right. How many of these? We need 12 is what I've got on that other ship. It's going to be different. The front end's going to be different, but we need to at least get it started. What else did it need? It needed a couple of these. And a couple of these. I need a... Where are my... Oh, we have to go make two of those fucking high-end... We might need a... We might actually need four of them. But we need to make that. So those require... We should just be able to do legendary. Let's do... How many do we have? Do we have any legendary heat sinks in here? No. Okay. Legendary... Small radiators. Let's make 10 of them. Oh, we need legendary boilers first. Okay. Just do 50 and 50, man. Be easier. Then we can store them in here. All right. Congrats on your 10 stream streak, by the way. I think I want to make a change to this and go. Yeah, I know. I just looked over at my events and I realized I didn't say anything when you had gotten it. Why are we jumping so much? Oh. Why does that keep resetting it? There's more logic that this needs to go into this little machine. I just don't feel like figuring it out at the moment. It works great if I don't have to make other machines before I have to make the thing I need to make. Because the problem right now is that it's, you know, it wants to do the other machine, but they keep trying to bring over a bunch of heat exchangers. Tries to bring over 30 heat exchangers. I'm not quite sure why. This is supposed to do... This is setting requests based off of the ingredients. But it keeps undoing it. The recipe keeps getting changed, and this gets... There's a selector combinator that's selecting a signal from here. And this is reading the needs from this, but it keeps... Because we end up with bots picking up a ton of extras, whenever they're in flight, it changes the recipe until we have a certain number of excess of this that it can pick up without running away. Yeah, the solutions are to count other stuff, count the contents of the box as well. It's just getting and then adding that back in so that it doesn't it doesn't keep screwing with it. The problem is that you end up with I end up with a situation where no matter what, when the bots are in transit, what you really want to do is overproduce by about 10. How did you solve it, Wolf? Is there an elegant solution to this that I'm not seeing? Yeah. Using a latch in a memory cell would help. I just don't want to build a latch into this. Really, I could just put a timer in it too that says, hey, don't change the recipe for... Once you've changed a recipe, then stick with that recipe for 10 seconds. The real answer is to just do this, because I don't need these in there all the time. We just take it out of the combinator and say, only do it there. And then make these, and then take that out, and then make the other thing I want to make. That's the simple solution for right now. Yeah, I have an idea how to do it. I just don't want to do it on stream because I don't think watching people futz around with circuits on stream is very fun. Plus, I need to look up again how to do. I know, like, okay. So what we do is we do this. Uh, should be read working. And we can have this be W. And this can be C. We could just put a timer like this. Selector can be randomized only 1 ticks. Right. The problem is that my selector is feeding the recipe. Update. Oh, I forgot that there's an update interval on this. Yeah, I guess that works. The only problem is that if it's with a random, the issue with random is that you still have, like, if I have, yeah, if I have, like, if I'm doing, because this recipe I need to make legendary heat pipes. It'll eventually do whatever it needs to do. Yes, that is absolutely true. But if I do it, I think I can do it this way. I think there's a way to do this where we just do... let me grab my clock from Rubia. And C, and C, uh, wait, I think I'm overthinking this. We can just do this. and C equals 0. Oh, wait, no, wait, because we need the resetter. So you put the input from here. Oh, and W. Wait. Let me think about my logic. I might need to write this down. We want this to count. Well, that is less than 100. Let's just have it, should just reset every time it hits 100. And C is equal to... So wait, let's see. If I just set this, let's just make a bunch of these so that I can test this while we're going. Legendary ones of these, we want 100. Now, set that to 999999. Every time it finishes one, it should reset it. Okay. Output clock. And then this should be if clock is equal to 0, output kaboom. And then this output okay, so wait. We are outputting that every time it completes a recipe. So then, actually, I think you want... Oh, that doesn't work. Okay, I can get it to reset it. That doesn't seem to do what I want it to do. Really, I need a latch, I need a memory unit, and I need this clock would reset that. But we could also just look at this. It's actually very similar to this problem that I had on Machine. where we had to have it reading where this was read contents and include in crafting and out to this, and if everything equaled 0 then put out a check mark, and then that check mark enabled the requester chest. So it's like if everything is equal to 0, see, the problem is I'm connecting there to this as well, so that's counting that as what's everything. Yeah, I'm not going to try to solve this right now. It's not worth. Your answer is right. Is to just do this as a random input, which is the right thing. We out of those already? Yeah. But how many of these do we have now? 15. All right, now what if I go, okay, so let's say we also put this other one in there. Set that to 60. Well, that needs heat pipes as well. All right, so then we do heat pipes. Problem is it only ever brings 10 of those at a time, so it's like it takes forever. $600 ticks is what? That's 10 seconds? Yeah. That should just be 5. Or actually, how many do I need for this? This should just be 8. So yeah, so this works. You're right. If you do it as a random tick, it'll just sort of make whatever I want it to make. And if I give it 10 seconds to make things, it'll give itself some time to make them. What I should do is standardize the output from this though to do like this. And then go each for each on there that's greater than 0. Output each as a 1. And then a arithmetic combinator each times 100, but each, and then go like this. And then that goes to there. So now instead of trying to request 10 of an item to make these, it'll request 100 of that, which means we'll make a lot more of them in a go. The problem is now I am not getting it to empty this. So we are going to keep stacking that up, but that should be fine. Eventually that'll go away. This is totally the kind of thing you just set and then go do something else for a little while, but I just don't have the... We are actively waiting to get a few of these. Actually, we can probably get the rest of the stuff for that shipped first, while that sort of pumps away at that. Yeah, we can get it its first batch of these. we not send the legendary crushers up to you? Send them to the wrong ship? Where did they go? We didn't send them up here. I think we sent them to this ship, which we didn't need to send them to. So, alright, that's not a problem then. Alright, let's just go grab those. Oops. Definitely don't need to be here. Why do we have no power? What happened? What broke? We have water. Oh, we're out of atmosphere. Because we are out of empty... Nope, nope, just... Alright, we have to get that ship running so we can ship atmosphere over. Not that we really need the atmosphere. Not that we need this planet running, to be totally honest. Not running is fine. But I'm actually curious if we just do... What is that recipe? It was... liquid atmosphere in a cryo plant, and then we bottled the liquid atmosphere. We do liquid atmosphere in a... Man. So we freeze it in the cryo plant, and then we can bottle it in a cryo plant or a barreling machine. Okay. So let's just do that then real quick. Grab me a... We have legendary... We can make legendary cryo plants. I'm just trying to see if we are making them somewhere. Do they... Because these can only get made on Aquilo, Rubia, and Ceres. So am I making them already? We might be making them. Let's see. Oh, we were just upcycling them, it looks like. Okay, cool. What the hell happened here? How did that... One of my... What recipe are you sending them? What? Very confused how this is getting set to. Weird. Odd. It doesn't matter because we can make these now just legendary ones. I just don't know where, if I was making them somewhere already or if... So we can just trash this out. This is easy to make legendary. Make those easy? Yes, we can. I just don't know if I was making those already somewhere. I can legendary lithium here. Oh, okay. Well, we have enough to make our... Just gonna go... You were gonna make... Frozen atmosphere. So this will mean that I don't have to run this quite as... Didn't even think about that. Did you, Eric? Nope. Nope, that's not gonna work either. And if we just have an electric bottler, barreler. Oh, how do we want to do this? Okay, so let's just go. Actually, we'll just go something like this. It's taking 10. That's making, okay, 750. We can just go, let's add some speed. Holy crap. Let's do this instead. That ain't gonna work. Why am I trying to cram this in here? It's not like there's anything that requires this to be so close. Okay, great. That'll restore all that, so I can just put a Do I have any barreling machines in storage? God damn it. Yes, in this box. Perfect. Let's fill the loop. Cool, now we go. Liquid. Fill liquid atmosphere titanium barrel. And I want titanium barrels here. And this goes like this, and then this goes like this, and this goes like this. Now let's find where are we storing all of our titanium barrels. We must have a bunch, because we are questing them from here. We'll just make sure that we have a full loop of titanium barrels going on that. It'll make this whole process a lot faster. I'm gonna go like this and say, right now, let's just run over to Pelagos and make... Give me all that. Then we'll go to Volcanus, and we'll just rip through making... Is this only a tier 1? It is only a tier 1. Alright, we're on Volcanus. We're just gonna go bloop, 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 bloop. Make titanium barrels. Go like this. Go speedy, speedy. One of these could handle 2 of these. We could also speed that up a bit if we just go. Let's go grab some speedy ones of these. We'll probably call it early tonight only because I don't really want to. I don't want to burn out too bad tonight when we've got a long day, long weekend ahead of us. What am I looking for in here? I don't think I was looking for anything in here. Oh, right, I came back to do this. So the next atmosphere pass, we'll go use these, because these do quite a bit more atmosphere, and they're titanium barrels, so they stack more and they hold more. Just a much better thing altogether. Alright, so we go... Let's get this ship finished, at least. Yeah, the question is, where is this delivering it to? Because I think that was the problem, is that it delivered that to the wrong one before. Okay, so we have... Where are those things? Okay, where are the other... That's there and there? Oh, right, I think they have to be those, right? Because these won't... Those don't reach that, so we do actually need these to be... Unless we go... Actually, can we go... No. No, we can't. Yeah, okay, so we do need 2 legendary actual beacons, which is wild. Nope, not here. Gotten one of these done. Jesus, no, we have... How did that happen? Okay, wait. Get rid of that. This needs to be we ended up making 20 of them when I think we only asked for 10. Yeah, something there. That random one didn't work quite right. There's something else went wrong there. I'll have to... We'll look it over at some point. Legendary Crushers. Okay. Let's take a look at the harvester real quick. Let's pin this for now. We should be able to do... You got your first base. Nice. In spacecraft? Woohoo! Okay, what are you missing? Oh. Get 500U storage too. The starship has 100U. Nice! For all those things I'm tired of hauling around, but no, I'll need later. Yep, that sounds like it's that kind of game. Oh, we already had some of these. Okay. All right. Yeah, never fails. All right. Let's get some real green ones up there too. I don't know how many. Now I just need my... Okay, I need one of these. And two of these. Although I think we're going to send it 4, because I think we're going to wind up with... maybe 2 will be enough, because we don't test 2 with regular engines, just my fancy rockets. Or I should send up some fluoroketone too. I know we have some. Oh, weird. Oh, where are you going? Okay. Just being weird. Where did those... Oh, those went to this guy. We should turn that off. So that stops trying to auto-request stuff I want. Is there a hotkey to pick up 1 from a stack? Yeah, the problem is I want to pick up one without taking everything out of a box so that it doesn't trigger uh, uh, a trigger uh, logistics when it comes out of the box. Right click one, then put it down. The only other way I know is to just request one in logistics, personal logistics, and have it just bring me one. Even then, though, your bots will pick up more, won't it? It won't. It won't. It's not smart enough to only pick up what it's asking for. These are the wrong kind of engines. Or are they? No, they're the right ones. Yeah, so I sent the engines up to the wrong ship too. That's why it was weird. Yeah, that's just way more clicks either way then, and that's not worth the time. It's just dumb that there's not a pickup with some. Bet you there's a mod. There's got to be a mod for somebody's made that's just like, yeah, pick up one thing. Then you need a couple solar panels just to kickstart you. Then we can move you to Maluna, where there is a higher density of asteroids for you to prep all of your stuff on. Alright, what are you missing now? Just the rocket launchers? And a little bit more low density, and some more blues? Should be 2 more. All right. Now we have steam yet? No, no steam yet. Not enough water being made yet. Oh, we probably have enough to at least get to Maluna. Perfect. I'd like to be able to see this whole thing. It's the one. Right, now it looks like all I need are my rocket launchers, and then we have to basically rebuild the front end of the ship. But we're going to do that tomorrow, because we're going to basically rebuild this whole ship. We're going to take everything and spread it way out so that we can do a big central weaving belt of Promethium. And just put a whole bunch more cargo bays on there as well. What's up, It's Kick? How's it going? We're probably ending here in a minute because we have a long day of streaming over the next 2 days. Come join me tomorrow if you're hanging out right now. Come join me on starting at 10 a.m. Pacific tomorrow. We're gonna do a bunch of different games. We're gonna play this. We're gonna do Oxygen Not Included. We'll probably start with Oxygen Not Included, and then we have one couple viewers who wanted to watch me build a endgame Promethium ship for this, and then we'll go from there. And then we'll just play a bunch of stuff tomorrow and Sunday. Just be online on streaming for 48 hours for my streamiversary, my affiliate streamiversary. We'll see if it ticks on here in 10 minutes and see if and then we'll head out. Okay, so this is running, this is doing its thing. Oh, we don't have any of the... Ooh, I see. We copied this ship and not this ship. We made these adjustments to the back end of this ship. Yeah, 1 year as an affiliate tomorrow. Nice, that's awesome. You must have more subs than I do. I only have a couple. Oh, was it from the bird box as well? Nice. Well, congrats on that. That's excellent. But I think actually we're going to stop before the streamiversary hits so that we can start fresh tomorrow. So let's save this. We just got that ship up and running. We have to redesign it tomorrow. But I think tomorrow at 10 a.m. we're going to start with Oxygen Not Included. Because I'm really interested in playing around with the new expansion that came out yesterday. They killed my fish farms, It's Kick. They gutted. They made Paku eggs be 1/3 of the raw egg that they used to be. So now my farm that I had designed to be able to feed 100 duplicants can now only feed 35 duplicants. What a bummer. All right, who are we raiding? Let's raid somebody that we don't have to hang out for very long. I'm kind of tired. Allie. There we go. We'll raid Allie. All right, everyone. Stream creator dashboard. Plus, we can tell. Plus, Allie will hang out with us tomorrow too. So. All right, everyone. YouTube, VOD, thank you so much. We'll try to be live for the streamathon tomorrow as well on YouTube. I won't have any special stuff for you guys, but it'll be nice to have anybody who hops on or have the VOD. Other than that, have a great night, YouTube. Stay generic, and